Welcome back to another video of mine discussing the updates of my future upcoming game. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. Nothing excitingly new has happened other than just progress. There was an instance where there's the second part to the first level where it's like an underground tunnel type of deal. If you watched my previous video, I show a little snippet of it, like a little video clip of it in Blender, the Blender file. The whole level's there, scaled and everything. It was all done. And after I completed it, I totally remembered BSP brushes. I totally didn't even think to use those because those are way quicker and easier. You don't have to export or anything and unwrap it like you do in Blender. So, I thought, well, I already created it, so I might as well use it. And then I started unwrapping it, and it was just going way too slow. I got about, I'd say 25% of it unwrapped, maybe. So I just decided, done. Scrapped. So that's not like it's a big deal or anything. I just got to remake it in Blender. Not Blender, UDK, using the BSP brushes, which is going to be super fast. That's going to be 10 times better. I can just slap materials and textures on that. So that's really, I guess, the only thing that's going to slow me down a little bit. I'm hoping I can try to set myself to maybe 4 hours, 5 hours a day of trying to just get this through, because I do have a social life. I can't just not do anything but this game. But scheduling wise, that's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully I can make maybe a video a week, maybe 2 videos a week, because that would be, I suppose, beneficial. I don't know if I'll be working that fast. Just to keep anyone who's interested updated. I want to try to make as much videos as possible, just to try to get the word out and just try to make this game, if it appeals to the right person, I want that person to know that it's being made, kind of thing. I don't believe in hype. I think hype kills games, so I don't want to overhype this game. Definitely don't want to do that. I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. You know what I mean by hype kills games, So don't want to do that. Other than that, the game making process, I suppose, is going pretty smoothly. I've just been browsing the web. I've been writing down some ideas for certain things, like a boss. In one of the later levels, I figured out what they could possibly be. The main character model, I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get a flowing cape in UDK, so I'm probably just not going to do that. So what I'll probably end up doing is just make this really, I don't know, how do you say, I guess like a really stiff cape looking thing, but I want to make it so where if you do move around, it's not going to look too bad. It's hard to explain, but there's no way with my skills and everything that I don't have the technology available. I only have Blender. That's exporting that to UDK using cloth is pretty complicated, and I've been looking up YouTube videos and UE3 forums, and I found no avail. So yeah, I'll just make a little cape thingy, doohickey. I don't know. That shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, it's probably thinking about doing third-person camera, and it's gonna be kind of over the shoulder, just because I guess it would look better because you get to see the character that I worked so hard to make, And weapon models. I don't have any weapon models yet. I plan on making a handful, 6, 7, possibly, maybe a little bit more. Don't know. Like I said, I'm not going for this big, huge game. It's gonna be never mind. Forget I said that. Anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing. Third person. So you're not gonna really notice the cape, I guess, that much. I'm hoping. But yeah, other than that, the character and the tunnels, those are some things I gotta change around. Some models I have to make. I gotta start working on some cheap little car models, just have laying around the streets. If you've seen from the screenshots, I got a little town going, some houses. I got the houses, stores, and everything exported. I just need to apply some textures to them. Got materials. I got a material set up for the video game store. It's looking pretty horrible, so mission accomplished. I'm gonna go ahead into Blender one day and just make the interior, the separate assets, possibly destructible or at least a rigid body, so that way when you're fighting, the enemies, gun's gonna miss and hit something in the background explodes or moves, make it a little bit more interesting, artsy wise. Let's see what else I need to do. I'm gonna hopefully gonna try to figure out maybe pedestrian AI, maybe if I can figure it out. I know crowd, that might help, the crowd system in UDK. That's gonna be pretty difficult with my level of training. But hopefully I can figure out something with that AI, just have them at least walking in circles, something there to fill the space. I'm probably just gonna retexture some models, fit that whole cliche of like cheap development. It works out for this game. I get to be lazy and I get a get out of jail free card. It's fucking great. Probably gonna have some jokes along the edge of the map. Not sure what I'm gonna do, because obviously the map's gotta be pretty small. I mean, like, I got a lot, like the house model, I was trying to make it really as low detail as I possibly could, and it ended up being like, I think 1,000 faces or whatever, maybe. I wanted to keep it simple, and being as anal as I am, I made it super detailed, so I didn't really feel like cutting back. I didn't really feel like cutting out as much faces. I tried cutting out a little, but with what I got, the level's gotta be kind of small, to maintain at least like 30 frames per second. Again, as you all know, I'm running on a laptop, so it's pretty harsh on my system. It's pretty good, I can run like Gary's mod, Trouble in Terrorist Town, I can play that like perfectly fine, but any other game, it kind of slows it down. So I'm trying to go for like Trouble in Terrorist Town graphics, Yeah, so the joke thing, maybe has some barriers, or just like cliche stuff, like a car crash blocking the way, oh, you can't pass, or roadblocks with funny like text, I don't know, saying end of game level. These are all just ideas. I haven't thought of anything yet. I know I'm probably gonna add some stupid little explosive barrels that say like shoot me, or caution will explode and kill enemies, or something. That's too long. Scrap that idea. Stupid stuff like this. It's supposed to be making fun of cliches while being a cliche in itself. That's the whole premise of this game, basically. The whole game is a cliche. So hopefully this comes out successful. Some other models, just basic generic stuff. Maybe like street lights, stop signs like that. Just really basic stuff that's just going to really top off the level, because I really got the big stuff down except for the tunnels, and then there's a third part to the level. Not going too far into that because I really don't know what I'm doing with it yet. The sketches I have are pretty big. I don't know if I'm just gonna be that big, but that's basically where the final boss is gonna be. So yeah, once I get the 3 big parts, it's just a bunch of little small parts that I can make in Blender really quick, slap some textures on them, and there we go, we got a level. And then enemies, I'm gonna have to, I already got the models and I got the rigging all set, so I just gotta export them and redo the where my models are gonna be the AI. We got the main character, we got the level, we got the AI, we got everything, maybe a few particles, maybe some placeholder music, and then me just making awesome sound effects into this cheap mic on my laptop for placeholder, I don't know, grunts, maybe, because I don't want anything UDK related in the this little demo that I'm going to release. I don't want the kill feed, I don't want the double kill thing in the background, I don't want the music playing, I don't want anything, I want it to be mine, so it doesn't feel like another I don't know, college project. I want this to feel like a real thing. So I'm just gonna put some placeholder things in there. Maybe touch them up even more before I even release this little demo that I'm hopefully gonna be able to ship out. But yeah, other than that, I'm just really focusing on getting this first level done. And then what I'm possibly gonna do with the other levels, I think there's 9 of them. I think I shortened one. I'm probably just gonna make them really basic. Go in there and BSP brush the big parts out of them, make them all, and then just go over every single little detail like on a list and just like plop them in. And maybe that'll take a couple months, hopefully. I'm hoping this whole process, everything, making the music, making these little animations for the little cutscenes. I've decided to use Adobe Flash, you know, because it's cheap, fast, it's easy. I don't really feel like animating 3D models. That's way too complicated for me. So I'll get the music to Flash for this cutscenes. I get the levels all set up, and anything else like particles and sound effects. Hopefully I can get everything done, maybe like 8 months, 9 months. That is my goal. I don't know if it'll be accomplished. Don't know if personal matters will hinder that. So I'll end it with this video. Next video, don't know what I'll talk about. I hope you enjoyed the little clip me building in UDK. So what do you think after watching the second video? Does this sound like a game you're interested in? Do you just not have enough details? Would you buy it? Would you play it? Any tips, you know? Don't know what the next video will be. Probably just be an update once I have more things made and texturized, and I'll just make a short little vlog about that. So as always, thank you kindly for watching. Stay frosty.